Hello friends, welcome back you all in another video. In this video I will show you how you can create a real-time weather application. So here you can see whatever the city I am typing, it is showing the temperature, wind, humidity for that city. So my name is Abhishek, you are watching Bcoder, and if you are interested in web development and programming, then please hit that like and subscribe button, and let's start the video. I already have created here folder, and there HTML, CSS and JavaScript file is present, and two background images I have kept. So this bg2.png I will use for our weather application. So let's start our coding. So starting from the HTML, so in the HTML file, in the head tag I will give the title weather app. Then I will link our style.css file. In the body I will give a div and a class name weather app. Then inside that one I will give a section search box. So at the top there is a search box, and then input inside that one, and I have given the ID input. Now I will give a button class name search, then on click function. So on click I am giving fetch data. So this fetch data we will later define in the JavaScript file. After that I am giving search text and closing that button. Now I will close this section. Then the next part is the another section I am giving, and I am giving the class name temperature details. So in this one all the temperature details will be there, and location details also will be there. So I am giving a paragraph tag, and inside that I am giving a span and city, and another span / and another span country, and in both city and country I am giving ID city and country, so that when we will get the data from the API, then location data also will be there, which city you are fetching the data, that city belongs to which country. Now the other section inside that temperature detail is temperature. So in this temperature we will show the temperature details like wind, humidity, whatever value you want. There are a lot of data present in that API. So what you need you can display in your HTML. Inside there I am giving a section and two paragraph. So one is title and one is value. So title is temperature, and value I am giving right now like 3 hyphens, so that it looks like that this time it is blank, and ID I am giving temperature. So this temperature we will access in JavaScript and change the value, and I will in similar way we have to copy this section, and I will paste that one, and same thing, title and value is there, just I am changing the name wind and ID is wind, and the last one is humidity and ID is humidity. So 3 value I will display, and at the last we will link our weather app JS file in the script tag. So our HTML is ready. Now we have to move toward the CSS file. First of all I will change the font size. So in the universal selector I am giving a font family. Now you can see font is changed. Then I will style the body display flex, align item center, justify content center, height 100 view height, and background F8. Then I will style the weather app. So in the weather app you can see all the things are present inside the weather app. So width I am giving 300, height 500, background white, border radius 10, overflow hidden, background I am giving URL bg2.png, then display flex direction column, and box shadow little bit, and padding 15 pixel. So our weather app is ready. Now I am styling the search box. So search box display flex, justify content, space evenly. Now I will style the search box input. So width is 70 pixel, 70%, border radius 5, and border none, padding 5, background white. Then I will style the button padding 10, border radius 5, border none, cursor pointer, background this color, and then color. Now I will give a hover effect. So I will just change the color little bit darker. Now our search box is completed. Now we will move to the temperature detail. So margin 80 pixel, color white, font size 30 pixel, text center. Now I will change the font size of country like 40 pixels, and then now we will move to the temperature. So inside temperature detail there is a temperature section. I have given class. So border radius 10 pixel, background color transparent white, then font size 20 pixel, then display flex, justify content center, like that one I have given. Now our CSS file is completed. So now we have to declare the fetch data function which we have given in the button in HTML. So first I am writing where input equals to document.getElement by ID input.value. So first thing is whatever we will write, like which city we want to get the temperature, so we have to store it in a variable, and then in next line I am writing key equals to some random value. So this random value is coming from that API website. So this is the website from I am fetching the data. So this is weatherapi.com. So here its landing page. When you will open, I will provide the link in the description box. So when you will open this one, so you will get this landing page. So here a sign up button is given, so you have to simply create your account. After creating account, you have to click on my account. After you will click on the my account section, then at the first line only you are seeing the API key. So this is the API key only. We have to copy this API key and you have to paste inside this where key variable we have created. And after copying, in the sidebar there is a API Explorer. We have to click on that and this page will open. So this is basically for API call. You have copied our API from the previous page. We have to paste it here, and the location, you can change the location here, which location you want to fetch the data. And in the show response, we will click here. So here you can see it is calling this API http api weather api.com v1 current, and here in the URL you see a key is passing, key equals to 7a48. so this value is the same value which we have copied. So this is your unique key. So it will be different for me. For you, if you will create account, you will get a different API key. So this is like a password, and then in URL there is a q equals to London it was passing, so that is the city. So here in response also you can see it is showing the temperature for the city London. So this is the API we have to copy. So before that one, I am writing a if condition. If input is not empty, means before writing anything, if you will click on search, then you will get a error. So to handle that one, I am writing if condition. If input is not empty, then, and I am creating a variable URL, and there I am pasting that URL. But I have done some little bit change. I am created it as a dynamic URL, because if we will paste this one, the commented one, so here key equals to this value is present. Now in the my one, what you can see, there is, I have replaced this value with a dollar key, means this key is now it is not passing statically. Here we have created a variable and there we have stored that key, and same thing I have done for the input. So q equals to London, here it is passing q equals to London. So statically if you will pass like Delhi, then also it will work, but we have to make it dynamic. Whatever the city we will search, that should come here. So for that I have written there dollar input. So whatever value we will get, that will store in the input and it will pass dynamically there. So I hope you understand what I have done in the URL. Then I will write a fetch function, fetch URL. So our URL is stored in this URL variable. So I will write this fetch. So data we will get in the form of this object. So we have to pass this in the JSON format. So that's why I have written this dot, then this is a promise, then there is a fat arrow function, the response I am passing response dot JSON. Now another then promise I am writing. So whatever we will convert into JSON format, that will pass into this one now in the second one, and I am writing update HTML and response, means res. So whatever the value is coming here, that will pass into update HTML function. This we will define later in the bottom side after completing this function. So in else part I am writing window.alert empty location. So if it is empty, then it will alert, if it will give you a alert that it is empty. And after that I am giving document.getElementById input.value in single string. So after we will click on search whatever by typing something, then it will make this input value empty. So here we will declare the function update HTML, which we have called in the then promise, and there I have passed the response. So here I will give a argument data, and I will create a variable city, document.getElementById city. So here we have to change only 5 data: city, country, temperature, wind and humidity. So in the similar way I will copy that one and I will call the country, document.getElementById country, temperature, then wind. So all we have given the ID. So in the data what we are getting, we are getting data as an object, and in the object there is 2 keys are present, location and current. So how we can access data.location, and suppose we want to access the London, then data.location.name, like that we can access. So here I am printing data.location.country. So country is inside the location and location is inside the data. So like this way we can access the values. So for the current we can access like data.current.temperature.humidity, like that. So now I am updating the value like country.inner text. So whatever the inner text of that country ID, that we are changing data.location.country Then for city dot inner text data dot location dot name, and for temperature dot inner HTML or inner text, whatever you write, data dot current dot temperature C. So now if I will write here any city name and I will search, then you can see the city is also changed. Temperature, wind and humidity, all values are changing. So what is happening here? Only we are changing the values of that particular ID which we have given. And the data, how we are accessing. So here I am consoling the data. You can see in the data there is two part, current and location. So we can access like data dot location dot country, like India is the country. So here data dot location, if I am printing, then only the location part is now coming because we are inside the location. So this part is only coming. In the third line I am printing data dot location dot country, then India is only printing. In this way we can access the data from the API data. Means for this API data is coming in this structure, then this is the way to access it. And for the current also you can see data dot current dot temp C I have given, data dot current dot temperature, data dot current dot humidity. First we are fetching the data, and then in the second function it is updating that what the value we want, that we are updating inside the HTML file. We have completed our weather application. So please hit that like and subscribe button if you like this video.